What if you picked one golfer and bet him every single week? No spreadsheets, no models, no overthinking it, just loyalty. It sounds stupid, right? But here's the thing, that stupid idea might actually be one of the smartest strategies in golf betting. Golf is pure chaos. The best players in the world win less than 10% of the time. So even when you're right, you're still losing most of the time. So what if instead of trying to time it perfectly, you just stayed in the market and let the math work for you? So I ran the numbers. And what happens if you blindly bet the same golfer every week for an entire season? The results surprised me. There's an old saying in finance that time in the market beats timing the market. You can't predict every swing, you can't outsmart volatility, and the people who win are the ones who stay consistent and let the long-term trends play out. And that got me thinking, what if golf betting works the same way? Every week, it's its own little stock market, new course, new field, new odds. But instead of chasing that next buy signal, what if you just held your position? Same golfer every week. Treat it like an index fund, not a roulette wheel. The problem is that golf tricks us. Every week, we convince ourselves that this is the week. The model loves him, the stats line up, he's due, and then he misses the cut. The next week, he wins without you. That cycle of chasing and missing, it's what kills most bettors. Golf isn't about precision, it's about patience. So let's see what happens when we stop fighting variance and start embracing it. Here's the setup. Bet $100 on the same golfer to win every week he tees it up. No skipping events, no trend chasing, just the same stake every time. If he wins, great, you cash the ticket. If he doesn't, you move on. There's roughly 20 or 30 events a year, so $2,000 to $3,000 invested. And because payouts can be sizable, 20 to 1, 30 to 1, even 60 to 1, one win can make your entire year. So I ran the numbers across the last few PGA Tour seasons. I've got big names, mid-tiers, long shots. Let's see who rewards loyalty and who just drains your bankroll. Let's start with the obvious, Scotty Scheffler. 20 events in 2025, 6 victories, average price 4.2 to 1 on the odds board. Bet $100 on him every week. It's $2,000 risk, and you made a $475 profit. That's a 24% return on your investment, and you never had to guess which week was the week. He's the S&P 500 of golf. How about Rory McIlroy? Fewer wins, but longer odds, around 9 to 1 on average. His 15 starts returned a $1,500 profit and a 116% ROI. More volatility, but still very profitable. These two are the blue chip stocks. Combined, they've won 29 of their 149 starts since the beginning of 2022. They've returned a total profit of $8,400 with a 14% annual ROI. You're not timing greatness, you're investing in it. The real story, however, might live in the middle tier. Victor Hovland, Hideki Matsuyama, Keegan Bradley. They don't win as often, but when they do, it's explosive. These three have won a total of 17 times over the last 5 years, and none of them have gone consecutive years without winning. All the while with average odds greater than 25 to 1. Keegan has been the model of consistency, winning exactly once per year over the last 4 years, returning a tidy $16,800 profit and a 195% total ROI. Hovland's 2025 was a success, returning a $6,300 profit, making him the 9th most profitable golfer of the year. His win at the Valspar Championship came at 80 to 1 odds, fresh off 3 straight missed cuts, a wager that few would have made outside those who have faith in their man in the market. Hideki Matsuyama is subject to plenty of variance in both odds and sentiment. Despite 6 wins in the last 5 years, 2 of those wins have come at 50 to 1 or greater. And these 3 are not alone. 27% of all golfers with average odds between 25 to 1 and 75 to 1 are profitable. The math says this: 1 or 2 wins a year can outperform most models. You just have to stay loyal long enough for variance to come back around into your favor. Sentiment drives so much in both the odds and frequency a golfer is bet across the industry. And there are a handful of great golfers who are victims of this sentiment. Let's call them the Sentimental Six: Xander Schauffele, Patrick Cantlay, Colin Morikawa, Justin Thomas, Jordan Spieth, and Ludwig Oberg. They have combined for 19 wins over the last 5 years. but not a single one of them has been profitable from an every week betting perspective. When they have won, those victories have come at short odds, and they haven't won enough to overcome that handicap. Not to pick on Xander Schauffele, but he's the only golfer in the world with at least 70 starts at average odds of 20 to 1 or shorter that has not turned a profit. As a group, blindly betting these six would have you down $16,600 since the start of 2021, a 30% loss on your investment. There's no doubt that these guys are some of the best golfers in the world, but they are treated that way by markets to the point of unsustainability. Like any market, there are going to be investors who want that boom or bust proposition. In golf, those are the long shots, where 1 or 2 wins at massive numbers can fill the bankroll for years. They're difficult to find, and there's a lot of losers along the way, but these opportunities do exist. Brian Campbell's 2025 was historic, the highest profitable year by any golfer since 2021. His 2 wins came at 200 to 1 and 300 to 1 odds. And while he didn't have any other top 20 finishes, it didn't matter. He returned a $47,900 profit, a ridiculous 2,100% ROI. Nick Dunlap had a similar result in 2024, winning twice. His first win was 350 to 1, and his second win was 30 to 1. That's a $33,200 profit. These investment vehicles fail more often than they succeed. Only 13% of all golfers with average odds over 100 to 1 have turned a profit, but 36% of the winners have netted backers over 5 figures. Golf betting is a market. Scheffler is Apple, Rory is Microsoft, Hovland is Tesla. Each has its own volatility and trajectory. Every tournament is just another trading day. The mistake, most bettors act like day traders. They panic sell after one bad round. They chase momentum instead of trusting the data. The smart move is closer to investing. Find quality, buy in, and wait. Let's be honest, this isn't a get-rich-quick system. You still need a golfer who can actually win 1 or 2 times a season. That's really the goal. If you're blindly backing guys who haven't won in 5 years, that's not a strategy, that's charity. But when you pick golfers with win equity, patience becomes a superpower. You stop chasing every week. You start seeing variance as design, not disaster. So next time you're scrolling the odds board, don't overthink it. Find your golfer, stick with him. Because sometimes time in the market beats timing the market, even in golf. This was a collaboration with Skratch, Real Data, Real Golf, and one questionable idea that might not be so crazy after all. I'm Rick Gehman. Thanks for watching. And remember, golf doesn't reward perfect timing. It rewards patience.